Live. Episode 46.
What's it called?
What is this? What is it? Face Your Fears. That's what it is. Yeah. What's up, Sam?
I'm doing.
So we're recording early. It's Friday. Going to Lake this weekend. Memorial Day weekend.
It's gonna be awesome.
2-day Laker. It's gonna be awesome.
Sucks we can't stay both nights.
I know Rachel's gotta work.
Fuck you, Rachel.
Rachel's gotta work. Try to listen, man. What the fuck? But it's gonna be crowded as shit. So that's not what I'm looking for.
I don't think so.
You don't think so?
Nah, I bet we go off in a cove somewhere, and there won't be anybody around us.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I bet so. We went last year. It wasn't that bad.
How many of y'all go to Lake this weekend? You're not gonna be able to tell me, but just if you go to Lake, raise your hand. But I feel like I talked to somebody at work already. They're going to the same lake we're going to. And when does that ever happen? When you talk to somebody and they're going to the same lake you're going to that weekend?
We talked to somebody just a little bit ago. They said they're going to the same.
Yeah, they're going to the same lake too. I feel like if anything, I mean, it might not be crowded because it's a lake. It's a lake, you know. But I suck at. I usually pull the boat out, and I suck doing that.
And there might be a lot of people there.
Yeah, I usually almost hit the fucking parked boats.
Yeah, we always make sure you don't hit the boats. So
you're like, Sam, give gas. Sam, turn. I'm just like, oh.
I'm always sitting there ready, so like if we get close to it, I'll just push it away. You know?
People are watching, they're like,
we won't hit it. The worst thing that happens is we just get close and just push us away.
I mean,
no, we do.
Even if we do like bump it a little bit, how are we going fast enough to do damage? Like really?
Probably not any major damage.
Are we going fast enough to do damage?
I scrape some paint.
And I think the little cubbies that they sit in anyway are kind of like made in a way to where the boat goes in further than what another boat coming by could slap it.
Yeah, it wouldn't make sense for the boat to be sticking halfway out.
You know what I'm saying? So I think I'd be good either way, but it's probably gonna be a pretty fun trip.
So that one boat we had we got the expensive one that
was like 2 trips ago.
The guy said that they had to pay like a couple grand because they scraped it across something and they messed up the paint. Did you not hear him say that? When he was explaining the boat to us.
We were the first ones that used it, so that was before anybody had
even
taken it out.
it had to have been a different boat.
Oh, okay.
But he was telling us about one that someone fucked up.
Just scraped paint?
And they said it was like, yeah, I think
had
so.
to pay a couple grand? Yeah. Wonder why. You think they probably used some sort of special expensive paint?
I have no idea. There's no telling. They probably just charge them fuck tons just because they can.
It's a boat.
They charge us $50 for one of those little plastic buoys.
Yeah, that's true. How many times you go get a boat fixed? You don't know how much that costs. You get your oil change, you're like, oh, it's going to cost about this much. I get my oil change every so fucking often, but
I would have no idea.
You'll get a boat fixed.
It could be such a huge range of...
Yeah. Do you want to drive the boat this time?
Not particularly, but I will.
I feel like we can make Jacob do it.
I don't like having the responsibility of it.
Well, if there's a ton of people, I'm probably going to be like, hey, Jacob, why don't you hop on this one? But if not, I don't mind it. Once I get out there and we take off a little bit, then I'm like, I'm driving a fucking boat and fucking call me captain, bitch. It's fucking starts to get fun.
It's not a big deal because there's just big open water.
Right.
Can't hit anything out there.
If you do hit something out there, you should fucking fuck.
You're an idiot.
But granted, it can get kind of tough. You got boats coming at every angle. Go to turn one way and they turn the same way you turn, and then this one turns towards you too. And
you just got to make it obvious way before you get there.
Start waving your hands. And
if you get that close, where if you both go right, you definitely hit, then you're doing something wrong. You should have went way right, way sooner.
I think once you start going like a certain way, you need to commit instead of going back because it takes a little longer
that's when you get the catch.
I've kind of picked up on that. Like once I've started to turn away coming from somebody head on, you just got to kind of keep going right or keep going left, and they'll be like, "Oh, okay, they're going that way."
It's not like they want to hit you. So.
Right. They're not fucking stupid usually, unless it's us coming to you. But it's I'm pretty excited.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun.
But I was thinking about this earlier. We started talking earlier about it. Holy shit, you see that?
Yeah, it just flew through it.
Oh, it's like Hulu commercial that they did earlier. Imagine we could be the best at something ever and have never tried it. Like, give you an example. Let me say it again. You could be the best at something ever, but not try it, right?
Never have tried it. Like we could be the best cricket players in the world.
Exactly. I've never played cricket, so how would I know? What if LeBron never tried to play basketball? Like, how would he know that he's...
So do you think that anybody, do you think it's possible that the best basketball player ever just didn't play basketball? And if so, would they be considered the best basketball player ever?
I feel like there's a chance, but I don't think they would be considered the best basketball player ever because they didn't play.
So how,
but I think there's I don't know how big of a chance it would be though. I don't know if it's like a high chance or like a low chance or what. But like I feel like the more like unusual the skill, like the higher chance it would be that there's probably somebody out there that's really good at it because the less people that have tried it, like professional harp playing.
Yeah, there's probably not many.
Like, but if everybody tried it, I bet, you know.
Then there'd be a lot more for sure.
So like, I think about that all the time because I see somebody doing something, or I see somebody that doing something on TV or online or something like professional fishing. Like, what if I ever try to go professional fishing? Like I watch Formula One racing.
How are you even good at? How do you get good at fishing? You're all fishing in the same place.
I think it's just a whole lot of luck.
Seems like it.
Yeah, you just kind of gotta.
Like
maybe it's
professional gambler.
Yeah, that's.
But even then, there's some numbers in that.
You can kind of count cards a little bit.
Yeah.
Can't prove that at all.
Really?
Can't prove you're counting cards. You do it in your head.
Oh yeah, you're right. So what do they do about it?
They ban you from the casino. You can't come back.
Dana White's been banned from a casino.
Probably because he can count cards.
He took on like $1 million or $2 million in a night, and they banned him, so he can't come back.
If you can count cards, you just don't need to cash out big a lot. Because I mean, people can, and they know that people can.
You should just go in there more often and leave with smaller amounts.
Or just hit a couple of different places.
Like just make like.
You seen 21, right?
Yeah.
Oh my god, dude! Holy shit! That would be so sick. That's what I used to think. I started trying to count cards because of that movie.
Yeah.
I was like, imagine if you could fucking count cards. It'd be so easy. Can't prove it.
So they act like you have to be like some sort of super genius. Yeah. You have to go to MIT to do it, but it's just like +1, -1.
And
you just have to remember a number.
Where you're at, yeah.
Like they tell you when you sit down at the table 16 and you see a card go and you go -1, you go okay 15, and another card and you go okay 16, and another card and you go okay 15, and that's it.
If you're high, you need to bet. If you're low, you don't. Shit like that.
Yeah.
I mean, it's pretty easy.
It seems super simple.
You can still lose. You're not going to win every fucking hand, but you're going to win the majority of the hands.
Yeah, it's all about just probability. That's all it is.
Yep. Yeah,
we should learn how to do
that. The first step you do is you take a deck of cards and count them out, +1, -1. You're supposed to be at 0.
Yeah.
You just kind of got to get the count in your head. And you got to figure out like right when the cards slap down, you got to know the count, know the number.
But you also have to have like 2 groups of people, right? People that just sit there and play the table minimum.
Yeah.
The whole for a long time, so they can actually get a true count.
Yeah, I mean, you would want to ideally. That's how they did in 21. That's the I feel like surefire way to do it. It's kind of risky, I guess, if you sit down and just try and pick it up.
Yeah. You'd lose a lot more if you just sat down.
You could play for a while, but then that might get suspicious too. But you would probably be bad at the beginning and then start getting good, but then that's probably even more suspicious. Like he was bad at the beginning, you started picking up on it as we went through the deck. He's banned. So.
Yeah. But how do they? Then you just go to a different casino, right?
Yeah. But then some might put out they might have some sort of casino group chat, you know?
Group chat.
And they send pictures of dudes that are like,
y'all don't let Sam
this motherfucker just botched $2 million from us. Don't let him come in.
But if you did that, think about it. If you did that and were to win $2 million in one night, you'd only have to do it a couple times.
I know.
And you never have to do it again.
I wonder they can't take the money from you, can't
It's not illegal. Counting cards isn't illegal, so surely not. If they say they're going to pay you, if you make the bet, they have to pay the bet, right?
I mean, yeah.
Because if you lose the bet, they're going to take your fucking money. You can't. If you lose the bet, you can't go. Oh, never mind. I don't want to do that.
But casinos are notoriously sketchy, so they might lose the footage of you sitting there winning all that money and just go beat the fuck out of you, and then ban you from the casino, and then you were never there. You don't get any money.
So
that's what happened in 21.
You should have bodyguards.
Yeah.
You'll hire some bodyguards. That would look pretty suspicious too, though.
So what you're gonna want to do is you're gonna want to lowball it every time. So just hit I wonder I wonder what triggers them to look at you to start counting cards. Like how much you have to win, or how many hands you have to win, or shit like that.
Well, in 21, they just sit there and watch cameras. They're just like a camera.
Yeah, I know, but how do you zero out somebody? How do you pick somebody from somebody? Because you can't hear when you're on the security camera, so you can't hear what's going on. You can't really. You can see them winning, I guess, but.
Yeah, I don't know how you do that. But the black guy in the movie he's like, see that guy? She did a sign, called that guy over.
Yeah, but how do you know that? How do you know somebody's not just scratching their fucking
There's no
head?
way you would see that.
So, I mean, it's a movie, but...
It's cool.
So what we're saying is it's a lot easier than what they make it out to be.
Okay, so what's something that you think that you might be good at even trying?
That I might legit?
Could be the best
if I started doing it right now, I'd be good at it?
You think, is there anything that you think that I could be good at that? Like best in the world good, not just good.
Best in the world good?
Yeah.
Oh my God. You know, there for a while, whenever we were in 9th grade, it was Black Ops. I was ready to go MLG, you know,
yeah, we were
take it to the top for that.
Back when we were young.
But I'm trying to think of stuff that I do frequently.
Well,
that wouldn't help though, would it?
No.
If I've never done it, how I'm going to think of it?
I don't know. You've probably seen other people do it.
I would have to think about doing something.
I have no idea.
Maybe art? No, I used to draw.
I'm terrified. There's no chance I could do that.
I got a little notebook back there in my closet with a bunch of these little fucking drawings that I did.
Maybe the abstract stuff. If I could fucking scribble some shit for sure.
I've never
tried some paint up against
I've never tried painting. I might be able to Bob Ross it.
That'd be cool.
That would be really cool.
I can't imagine being able to make something like that. Just like, here's a blank canvas, and then just like an hour later, there's just like a beautiful picture on it.
Yeah.
That's insane.
What do you think compelled him to start painting? Like, what if he never started painting?
That's a good question. I don't know.
What if he was just like a fucking accountant?
We could probably figure it out. Like, I bet someone's asked him somewhere, like, when did you start and why?
Yeah, you probably
know. We could figure it out.
I'm sure. But yeah, imagine if he was just like, I don't really feel like painting. I want to. Like, he maybe painted a little bit when he was a kid. He was like,
I don't really fucking know.
He would have never been Bob Ross. He would have just been Bobby Ross.
Maybe he would have been somebody. Maybe he would have been really fucking good at something else.
Yeah, that is true. Maybe it's just like whatever you do, you're gonna be good at. Maybe that's what it is.
Maybe I bet there's some type of people like that.
Maybe that's what it is. You just
like LeBron, like you said, like.
Yeah, like I said earlier.
If he played football, like he'd be fucking amazing.
I mean, there was.
Imagine if he fought in the UFC.
He's a fighter.
He would wreck people. He would absolutely wreck people.
It's true. Yeah.
He's so big and so athletic. There's no way.
You just got that. Just got that advantage. You got an athletic advantage over it. And
he's like John Jones, but much bigger.
Predisposed to be better at some things than others. So I guess, because he's born so motherfucking athletic, there's kind of like you've got. I'm trying to think of how to do this. You've got this like table of these skills out here, and maybe like some like part of the table shaded, like for you to like recommendations, sort of like, since you were given the athletic stuff in your genes, maybe they're kind of like pulled more towards a certain area of the skill sets.
Like maybe,
you know what I'm saying?
Like maybe they just enjoy that more because that's what they're good at.
Gravitate more toward athletic things.
Yeah, because like they're good, they're fast, and they can jump high. So like
maybe
it just makes sense for them to.
That's probably part of it. That sounds a little more legit than just never trying something.
Okay, but even if you do try something that you would be the best in the world at, is there ever a point where you reach your full potential?
I don't think so.
Can there be?
I mean, how would you know?
You definitely wouldn't know, but I feel like there has to be a point, a fine line where you can't get any better no matter what.
You think there's a point where you just get better and then you just start getting worse?
No, you might not get worse, but you would go stagnant at some point. You'd have to. You
just can't top
and then once you got older, you'd probably go down depending on what you were doing, I guess.
Can't top your best work. Is that what you're kind of saying? Like maybe an artist paints something.
Yeah, like
and tries to keep painting more. And
I don't know what the prime of an artist is, but I bet it's pretty young.
Mona Lisa.
And once they get super old, like they're not going to be able to paint as well. They're just not.
I agree. Speaking of primes of your life, I was watching Rogan and he was talking about him and Dr. Rhonda Patrick, and they were saying like peak athletic ability in your life is like 26 to 30. So that's what I'm looking forward to, dude.
That's when they talk about that in fighting a lot. Like if a guy's like 23,
matured fully.
They'll be like, he's not even in his prime yet. Like they act like he basically is like not even started yet. And me being 23, I'm like, what? What do you mean?
That's what I keep thinking right now. Like I'm so strong. I was so strong in high school. I keep thinking like, man, I missed it. I missed my shot. I missed my chance. But then it's like, no, you still got like 3 to 7 years till you got that range. So
I wonder why that is.
Probably something to do with testosterone, maybe. HGH, maybe your body produces it until it increasingly produces it until like that part of your life, and then it starts to get stagnant, and then maybe starts to level off.
Maybe. I don't think our brains get fully developed until about that time.
Probably like 25 to 26, something like that.
I wonder if that has anything to do with it.
I'm sure. Probably have a lot to do with
especially depending on what you're doing.
Muscles, movement, and stuff. Yeah, depending on what you're doing for sure.
There's so many people that are the greatest at one thing. Like I can name so many.
Yeah.
But not us. We're not the greatest at anything.
Actually, you might be. You just don't know it. Like you might be the best masturbator in the world. Right?
How can you quantify that?
I saw this thing on Twitter the other day.
What would count as the best?
I don't know. Well, it wasn't the best. It was like there's somebody out there that's like masturbated more than anybody else, and they don't even know it.
That's funny. That's funny.
Somebody out there beat more than anybody.
What if you could see stats on your life? What would you want to see?
Ooh, stats on my times I said fuck.
Oh,
for sure.
Bet it's a fuck ton.
You fucking right. What would you want to see?
I don't know, dude. There's so many things.
Times could I see like life choices I've made? Like times I've been like thinking really hard on something, and instead of making the wrong choice, I made the right one. You know what I'm saying?
How do you know? How could you like measure that?
Well, you said there's stats. Like if I would have picked the wrong one, maybe there'd be an X. I picked the right one.
Yeah, but you're talking about like an alternate universe.
How's that help? Well, you were specific.
Not like how many times have you masturbated. That's a number. That's a real number.
Okay, we're thinking numbers. Maybe like.
That's what stats are. They're numbers.
Oh yeah. Put check marks in there. Amount of weight I've lifted total.
I bet that's a ridiculous number.
I'm sure. Probably like more than anybody's. I'm sure. Right?
So I wonder who's lifted the most. I wonder if it's just like the oldest person, or if there's a person that's like lifted weights their whole life.
All day, every day. It's probably got to be a combination, right?
Imagine like how many times we blinked. But it's so many.
You blink like every how many seconds? 7, I think. Something 6 or 7 seconds.
7 seconds, really?
I think something like that.
That's a lot.
Somebody check me on that, but I think so.
There's so many things we could look at stats up that would be cool stuff.
How many times I've sneezed? How many shits I've taken?
How much you've shit?
The weight of shit that has exited my ass.
Like how many times over have you like made your body weight worth of shit?
Yeah, that'd be fucking awesome.
It'd be cool as hell to see something like that.
What's up? I'm trying to think of something else. Shit would be a good one, dude. That would be fucking. That would be good. Maybe like amount of alcohol I drink.
That'd be cool.
That'd be kind of cool. Amount of times I've puked.
Is it a lot?
I don't know.
Puke in general or
not
from
recently. Alcohol puke probably.
Oh, yeah.
Careful out there. Amount of times I've mowed the fucking yard. Probably like 2. Fuck that shit.
That shit sucks. I agree.
Well, what's a good one though? Shits is a good one.
Yeah, I would like to see that. I don't know.
Say the amount of weed I've smoked. the weight of.
How many times you tried that? Like twice, right?
I didn't even try. I didn't even inhale.
Oh. I did not inhale.
They're making a documentary about Bill, but not that part. The Lewinsky part.
I bet there's a lot of stuff they could talk about with Bill Clinton.
Dude, but like documentaries like that, they're making one about Monica Lewinsky, about the scandal there. How do you like believe that? How can you believe anything they put in the documentary? Like how can you believe the guy that wrote it?
It's just a girl.
Or girls, yeah, sorry.
They're probably, I thought you said they were getting their information from Monica Lewinsky's friend.
I think that's what it said at one point. One of the friends is saying all this.
Probably super exaggerated.
That's what I'm saying. Like, there's no way she's got all the details, right? Like, you ever heard those experiments they do, and we've done it before. And like when we were little kids, you whisper something, and by the time it gets back around, it's completely different than what.
Yeah, there's no. I mean,
that happened years ago.
There's no way we're getting like a super accurate.
So that's I don't fuck with documentaries. That's why I don't like documentaries very much, unless they're like Earth documentaries or something. That's why I lie about that.
I bet the like big events are true, like whenever like they started and whenever they got caught, like things like that. But I bet the in between parts of like them like talking and doing whatever.
Any conversation that they said that they had,
like there's no way you could get that from somebody else's friend who wasn't.
What pisses me off though, dude. Wonder how many people think about that.
Think about what?
Not enough because they watch them.
Yeah.
I don't watch them because of that. I'm like, I can't believe it.
What kind of documentary is it? Is it a documentary where they're like showing like here's like videos from what was going on at the time, or is it like one of those things where there's like actors where they're acting like they really are those people? You know what I'm saying?
There's an actor.
Docuseries?
There's an actor in playing Monica Lewinsky, like in the trailer. So
like
I'm
playing
thinking
her as a character.
Well, Yeah, she was like walking through people, like looking around like that.
I don't like those like documentaries that are like, here's a picture of what was happening.
Yeah.
This is what was happening. Yeah. Like,
I think they're gonna act it out a little bit.
I don't like it when they act stuff out like that. I'm not near as big on it.
I just can't believe it. Like, it might be true, but how are you gonna prove it to me? Like,
you can't.
That's what I don't like about it. Dude, Rick and Morty this weekend.
I wonder when we're gonna get to watch it.
Have to record it. Maybe we'll get back in time.
If not, we're gonna watch it though. It's gonna be sick. It, yeah. So is it the season finale? It's episode 10.
I think so, but I'm not sure. I haven't really heard anything about it being the season finale.
Is it episode 9 and 10, or is 9 already came out?
No, 9 hadn't came out. Okay. Remember, I was looking at them earlier, and 10 was coming out before 9 for some reason. But they both said new on them. They're both new episodes. Oh, okay. But there's 2 episodes, so it's going to be an hour long, but I don't think it's 1 hour long episode. So it'll probably be 2 different little adventures. Or they might run together. I don't know. Who the fuck am I?
It'll be cool either way.
I don't write that shit around. Wouldn't be here. Well, for like a limited amount of time.
For like another, probably like 2 years.
3 years, yeah.
They take forever.
That's true. I know, dude. It pisses me off, but it's been a good season so far, so I don't know if it's been worth the wait because I don't have any patience, but...
Any idea why they didn't release it like in like consecutive weeks? They took a break.
Yeah, they took like, what was it, like 2 weeks probably?
Yeah, I think it was a full 2 week break.
No, I don't know why. I looked up actually an article and read about it, and it said that there wasn't really reasons why, but the episodes I think were finished. They were done. They just didn't release them. Yeah, I don't know why. Maybe they're trying to time something, maybe something like that for later on.
Maybe.
I don't know though.
But I wonder if there will be any like jokes about recent things that are super recent, like Afghanistan or something. Because that happened like within the last 2 weeks.
Yeah.
So they would have to change something and add it in. There's no way they could have like predicted that. So.
Yeah, that's true. Maybe that's what they were doing, was editing a little bit. I don't know though.
I'm fucking ready to watch it.
I'm excited, dude. It's gonna be good.
It's gonna be a great way to cap off the weekend.
For sure. Do you have to work Monday?
Hell no.
I don't either. Probably just gonna fucking work out and chillax.
I'm gonna chill. Probably play some tennis.
Fuck
off a little bit.
Throw my respects to the troops.
You're gonna do what?
Is it Monday Memorial Day?
No, Labor Day.
Labor Day. God damn it. Labor Day. What are we celebrating on Labor Day? Isn't that the same thing though?
Labor Day?
What do we celebrate? Working on Labor Day? Labor?
I don't know.
Don't we celebrate troop stuff on Labor Day?
No, that's Memorial Day.
I'm looking it up.
Alright, dude.
I gotta do this.
We're gonna get this figured out.
We're gonna straighten out. Bullshit.
Just in case you're confused. You're probably not.
You are confused.
You're probably thinking we're retarded.
Look, it's the second most popular search. It is. We celebrate work. Annual celebration of workers in the labor force.
There you go.
What?
If you didn't know that, now you do.
It's a day off for working the other days. All right.
Here you go. We'll give you this day. Work the other 364.
I could have swore it was like the troops or some shit.
Yeah, Memorial Day. That's the other 3-day weekend. They have one 3-day weekend at like the beginning of the summer and one at the end.
You're right.
You know how they say don't wear white after Labor Day?
Yeah, why is that?
I have no idea. That's how I remember that's the second one.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because like the first one is in like March, right? Or May?
Yeah.
So
something like that.
Yeah, that's how I remember it's the second one. I don't know why they say don't wear white though.
I don't either. But this just says it's fucking a celebration of it. Yeah.
I'm gonna wear white on Tuesday, and I hope someone says don't wear white on Labor Day. I'm gonna say, why are you telling me that right now?
I'm gonna look it up.
And I bet they don't know.
All I wear is neutral colors, so it's like white, gray, and black. So.
Are those neutral colors?
Yeah, neutral. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, what are colors like?
Primary colors. Oh, the rule you can't wear white after Labor Day was created to separate the old money elitists from the new money group. I don't even know what that means.
Okay, so like at one point, there was probably like people who had money from like for a long time. That's what old money is, and then people who had got rich off something else.
This is why it says for those who had money and could leave the city during warmer months, white was considered vacation attire.
When? What time span is this? When was this created?
That's a good question. Let's see. Late 19th century. A little over 100 years ago.
So why do we still say that? It's completely arbitrary and
don't wear white after Labor Day. It means nothing.
Yeah, if y'all go around telling people that, then fuck you.
Yeah, if you tell me that, I'm gonna beat the shit out of you.
You will not wake up the next day.
You elitist pig. We'll get you canceled, motherfucker. Feeling good, dog?
No, I'm about to die over here. No, my shit keeps spitting on me.
We'll get canceled.
Jewel. Fix your shit. Fix your goddamn pods.
This is an ad to stop juuling. Alright, let's fucking end it.
Alright, peace out.
Alright, peace out.